Hello, hello. Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope everybody is really doing well, and I hope the volume and everything is clear. My voice is clear. So, we played a nice scalp over the weekend for the Bitcoin long, as you can remember, from 21,160 to 22,100 bucks, and that was my take profit. I could have, probably put at 22,360 as well, but I mean, I was like 22,100, fine. And also got a nice scalp on the shorts as well, making like a 3% dump and booking 50% profits for 1.5% gains. So overall, did not took much of a trade since yesterday. I'm patiently waiting for more PA to develop. I took a small long over here on the sweep of this lows on Ethereum around 1676. And why do I long 1676 was, and that was like a scalp actually. I've already booked profits on the sweep of this highs of 1715. My trick profit was 1720. It literally went to 1730. Ladies and gentlemen, so before we go and deep dive into the alts, let's go and check first how our total crypto market cap looks like, the Bitcoin dominance looks like, USDT dominance looks like, and then we'll dive further into the Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay. So the Bitcoin dominance chart. So this is our total crypto market cap, guys. This clearly indicates that the total crypto market cap, yeah, as you know, for earlier we were having the sense that we need to reject most around 0.886, and that was a very crucial level. We just surpassed those levels and we're making higher highs. Clearly indicates that this whole move was like is like a 5 waves up, and we're gonna probably retest the levels of equilibrium or even the levels of 942 billion, and after that probably you're looking for an impulsive move towards 1.1 trillion dollar level. So this is basically a crux of what the total crypto market caps looks like, and this is how I see the total crypto market cap. Of course, your views might be different, but overall on the 4 hour chart, even if you see here this 4 hour chart, this was our rising wedge here, A, B, and C, and most likely this is like A. We are doing most likely B, and then again you're gonna have some nice nasty dump towards 0.886 pips around $800 billion levels, 812 to be precise. So that would be our most likely bottom for everything in my opinion, and from there we're going to form, like as I have mentioned on the previous public live, that once we are going to do something like this on the hard term time frame, every Twitter account is going to tell you that we are most likely be forming a Adam and Eve kind of a pattern, or maybe like a bump and run kind of a pattern, because this is clearly like an Adam and Eve. This is like a V-shaped recovery over here, and then you're gonna go for like a cup kind of a thing, accumulation, break up, hook, and go up like this. That's where Bitcoin pumps to 32,000 probably plus, is what I expect. 28,900 is minimum what I expect, and max would be somewhere in the range of anything above from 32,000 to 36,000 bucks. That's where probably I expect. That is going to be a perfect bump and run pattern formation. But this is where you're going to learn about these kind of a pattern when it literally develops. It literally completes those kind of a pattern. So far, the way the structure is, I do think that we're gonna have the one more dip towards 0.886 pips around $813 billion. So I do think this move up is like a B wave. However, nevertheless, if we start breaking up this move here and something like this, then I will be very bullish, buying everything over here, and your take profit targets would be clearly in my opinion, would be in the range of these levels. That is going to be a massive pump across the board. So I don't think we are going to do something like this from here itself, because Ethereum is clearly showing a sign that we are doing A, B, and C, unless and until the B is irregular expanded flat. So there are two possibilities over here. So it's like A, B, and C is what I expect, as I've already shown you over here. And the another possibility is this is A, irregular expanded flat, fake out, trap everyone. C, most like a double bottom kind of a thing, accumulate and then pump, something like this. So there are two possibilities over here for Ethereum, and hence the total as well. But most likely this is how I see a bump and run kind of a pattern. So this is a bump, a bump accumulation is happening right now. You accumulate, break, hook, and pump. So that's where the bump and run pattern comes into play. And in you can also say in a layman term, it's like more like an Adam and Eve bottom formation kind of a pattern. It's more of an accumulation pattern. Now, this is what I feel for total, guys. Similarly for USD dominance, as I mentioned, that this looks to me more like wave B in this scenario, and hence I do expect the USD dominance to pump towards the levels of 7.09 to 7.1% levels. This is where I'm expecting a retest, a bearish retest for the USD dominance, and once it goes there, that's where we start longing everything for USD dominance to start dumping, and that's exactly goes with my plan that once this whole structure gets finished or complete over here, and we get our nice dump, the final dump, along with the USA dominance pumping back up like here, that is where we buy everything, and USA dominance literally goes to the levels where we never anticipate. The levels I'm watching will be somewhere around the levels of 5.69 to 5.7% levels for USA dominance. That's what I personally expect. Now, similarly, looking to the Ethereum, guys, same plan, A, B, and C for now on the hard-term time frame. If you see, let's have a look at the 4 hours chart as well. I do see that Ethereum is not going to sweep the lows currently, but what it is going to do is most likely the 0.886 around 1600, or best would be 1557 is the levels where you absolutely go nuts and buy, because that is going to be our A, B, and C. The 786 fib is 1920, which also implies and which also tells us that Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin. And I think Bitcoin dominance is going to have some sort of a retracement. I will come back to the Bitcoin dominance as well after this Ethereum. And from there, I expect, Ethereum, once we get the dump, you pump, and then we go and sweep the lows and go to the levels of $1,293, maybe $1,300. The line you see, the best level is $1,258. So that's what I expect. This like a big A, B, and C. That's what I'm seeing so far on Ethereum. Losing 1,258 will be very nasty, as then we're going to go to 1,056. This is the most optimal trade entry zone. That's like a 100x leverage long. Just ride it, because you're gonna make a big money on this long if you literally get it 1056. But most likely I will be bidding here. So for now, I'm looking for longs over here. I'll be looking for shorts around 1745 to 1750, shorts towards 1561, and that would be most likely our 10 to 11% dump after the merge. And from there we get a pump. It's like everybody's going to be like sell, and it's just gonna pump like this once we get hit the big support, and we pump towards the 915 levels. That's what I'm looking for here, ladies and gentlemen. The worst case scenario is that the dump is over. We already got the golden pocket zone, and once we start flipping the levels of weekly open like this, and then we directly can go to 1915 and then probably dump. So whatever comes first. I already have the short orders, as you guys know, and I'll be looking for longs over here for the play towards 1919, 1907. So this is where I'm looking for longs. If we do get these levels to for testing, we're gonna long this. Lot of confluences. September opens, August low levels, and you can also see 786 fibs over here from these levels. A lot of confluence you have here, guys. This is what I have for Ethereum. Now let's also talk about the total too, guys. Earlier we talked about the total. Total is nothing but the overall crypto market cap. Total 2 is your crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin. That's like the market cap of Ethereum plus altcoins. Okay, so that's what the total 2 means. So similar, the plan for total 2 also is fairly similar. What I see over here is, this is 1, 2, and this is 3. More likely, I think we might be looking for a double bottom kind of a scenario, and then looking for a small push up, basically sweeping these highs, and then we're gonna come back and retrace, and maybe forming a very nice inverse head and shoulder kind of a structure over here, and flip and go to the levels of like this to 652. That's where I think the Bitcoin dominance is literally going to dump, and then we can probably break and go to the levels of 455. That will be our big short on the overall market, in my opinion, guys. So this is how I see for the few weeks of the total to how I see it gonna play out. So I think many of the alts are going to outperform ETH. For example, Phantom, it's literally looking good. I'm long on Phantom. I have also bought spots at 24 cents. And I mentioned in the Wall Street group, if you remember, 23.8 is going to be absolutely going to be the best entry zone. And you can see here where the low was for the Phantom. It was somewhere around 23.8. You see the perfect end. 23 point. Look at the top left. Low equals to 2381. That's exactly where I mentioned this is the most optimal trade entry zone for Phantom, but it is not outperforming yet. It's accumulating, and once this accumulation gets over, and what do I see over here is a very nice IHS is forming over here. It looks to me like a nice flag is also forming here. So I think I'm looking for these levels to hold. With the stops should be 25.85, 25.5, and once it breaks up hook, and I'm expecting this levels to be taken out, and then later it goes up like this, something like this, because you once we flip this levels, the only resistance you see is here. So maybe we might see a retest like this and then push up like this, not like a straight up, but yes, it looks really really good, and I do expect it to just outperform Ethereum and Bitcoin shortly. Similarly, guys, Ethereum Classic, very nice bearish pattern forming, guys. It's one hell of a big short for me, in my opinion. It's a very classic pattern, honestly. So where do I want like to short? Two levels I'm watching. We have yet not finished the 786 fib test. So we can have what probably one more push up like this towards 42.9, maybe 143. Once if we do get this move, it's a clean short for me, and I'm going to short till 22.7. Either this or I will be eyeing 41.317 with my stops above 44.756. It also gives a very nice risk reward. And I'm still patiently waiting for, either this is going to be a nice levels for short. With the take profit targets of minimum, the green zone, what you're watching is 23.8, gives you a nice fire setup on the swing. Or you can also look for the shots around 43.2. That's where the 0.886 fibs comes into play. As you can see here, I'll show you guys. On a second, 0.886, almost there. We're just going to slightly front run. The optimal trade entry zone would be here. 44, the cut $44. So either there, or we're looking for the $44 or maybe 43. We're just going to slightly front run it. Okay, the take profit will still remain same for Ethereum Classic as well. So these are the two probable setup I'm looking for Ethereum Classic, and I just need that push. I'm not going to long it, of course, but if you do get the push, I'm going to short it for sure. Now, let's go to the Solana. I know many people are literally waiting patiently for the Solana as well, because I think Sol is damn looking great. But I would like to just tell you is that Sol is right now testing a very high time frame resistance. It's like this is our range highs, this is our range lows, guys. This is our equilibrium. Every time we have been rejecting there. So right now what we have done is you see a support breakdown, and like a support, a breakdown, and a retest of a high time frame resistance. What we can see here is the high time frame resistance is around 38.8 to maybe $39. What we can see is even if we do like go form and deviation like this, what we saw previously, like a deviation, and we can probably do something like this. If the deviation forms, I think Solana is going to have some tough times, and once it sweep this lows, reclaim it, is going to be a big long, in my opinion, go up. However, if this level of equilibrium is being flipped as a support, not only on the H1 and H4 but the daily, then definitely we'll be looking for longs with our targets of 59 to 60 bucks. So because it's like a range, this is our big range and accumulation range, because now we are in the accumulation range right now. So the range 1 is here, the range 2 is here. So as you can see, the risk reward, once you flip equilibrium, go for like 50% move. You lose this level, short it for like another 50% move. So it's like a 50-50 levels over here. So this is a no trade zone particular for me. I won't short here, I won't long here. So this is like a no trade zone. But if you have long soul and you are in a good profits, this is absolutely the nice levels for you to take profits. Why? Because this is a HTF resistance. And if you even look at from the perspective of the RSI. I think RSI is also probably going to confirm a bearish divergence today on the today close or maybe tomorrow. Even as you can see here, the volatility is the pump is with the very low volume, the volatility, which says that this is not supported by like a big volatile move. It's like with a low volume, and hence I would say that probably we need to wait for a clean flip rather than just want to trap here with a deviation. It would be very bad for you. So that's what. Atom is also forming a very nice bull flag here. I got some nice long here at 15.269. Anyone to mention, $15 is a very nice levels for you guys to long. Till we are above the levels, of 15.277, I do think that Atom can probably have one more push up like this towards 18.5 and then probably come back down like this. So this is what I expect. But however, losing this again would be like it will just dump like this. So I am long on Atom, that's scalping basically. Um, Now let's go to the Bitcoin CME chart, guys. Bitcoin CME, if you remember a few days back when I mentioned Bitcoin CME, anything under 18.5 is a buy for me. I gave orders from 18.2, went to buy spots, missed by a few dollars, but like I would say on the Bitcoin, I did mention that the 0.886 fib is the optimal trend zone, which was around 18,451. That was our best levels for too long in my opinion, and got this big move. I think I have mentioned many times that once we sweep the lows on the CMEs and reclaim it, we want to eye the 21,920 levels to be swept, and that's exactly what we eye. Right now we are at a very nice another resistance, lower some time frame resistance. We have H4 from 22,685 to 20,800 bucks, and that's what we are rejecting, guys. I would now like to see a 3-tap setup being forming. So most likely, BTC going to probably retest the lows like a double bottom kind of a thing. And that's where I think I will personally looking for, long over there. Now, if you look at from the perspective of, what do you say? Let's say this is our almost like a golden pocket zone. There you go for a 786 fib retracement over here around 19,300 bucks to 19,300 bucks to $19,000, and from there either we probably go for the 786 fib retracement, or it's gonna be 886, or this is like the bottom for a 3-tap setup. We break up hook and we go for 1618 extension, which in my opinion will be somewhere around 29,510. So you don't want to miss this move, guys. I think most likely Bitcoin is not going to sweep the lows. Forget about 17,600 for now. People just gonna probably wait for 16K in my opinion. So we're not gonna sweeping it. I have already discussed it a few days back as well. We're not gonna sweep the lows. That's what I also posted in my corner. I do think that Bitcoin and Ethereum both are not going to sweep the lows. It's just that Ethereum is gonna do something like this. So basically, we're just going to see some uh price action like on the CMEs. I mean, this looks very, 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 very good in my opinion, which also indicates that there is a possibility that we, in fact, this is our B wave. So this is our B wave here, and this is our top itself, and we go and dump like this from here itself. We don't bounce from here and we start dumping from here itself. So there is a possibility along with the Bitcoin, guys. But I would like to tell you is if Ethereum 1257 to 1250 is the levels where you definitely don't want to miss the, at least buy the spots in my opinion, because the pump in my opinion would be to the levels of 2500 to 2600 bucks. And for Bitcoin, I think I'm definitely eyeing minimum levels of the CME gap around 28,770, and probably the max would be 29,465. However, if you look from the, because this area has a very, very high confluence. If you remember a few days back when I also showed you that this is how I see one more trend line, probably, I'm not sure where exactly. I posted it on the Twitter as well, a big W formation. If you remember, this was of a W formation here, So that can be our W formation here on the bigger pattern. This is our W formation. So I think I would not like to ignore the W formation. Yes, we're going to probably come back down and accumulate more towards the levels of 19,300 to 18,855. That's where we're going to accumulate, guys. So you should not be missing it, you know. And now this is not the levels where you should be FOMOing it. You have to keep calm, just play, don't FOMO, guys. And I think shorts are going to come probably, but I am going to deploy my capital definitely if I see 19,300 being holding very nicely. So I will be start buying and deploying all my caps again at 19,300. Definitely I'm going to do that. It's just a matter of, you know, probably a month. If September gives you this dump towards 19,300, or probably let's say if 19,300 don't hold, the worst case scenario, then we're going to probably go one more time to 17,600. That's where the, you know, the perpeps chart forms a 3-tap setup, a big 3-tap setup, as you can see here. So that's where the perpeps then probably go and form a deviation, accumulation, and then big pump. So that's where everything aligns together. So this is how, you know, we can, the worst case scenario is here. Hence your stop loss should be for this move would be around 15,500 bucks. That's where your stop loss should be manually. And your take profit targets would be around 31,000. So how would you play this? I think 19,300 is absolutely going to be the nice levels for you to start looking for longs, and your stop losses should be 15,500, let's say 20% stop loss for spot bags, of course. And your take profit targets, as I mentioned, 30,000 bucks. And you can start DCAing here. Probably as we, if let's say if we break down in case if this whole structure is big A and this is like a B, and we go down one more time, C here. So if we do this like this, then it's like this is where you start buying the spot bags. For leverage, how would you play the leverage for futures? So remember, you don't need to always go and catch the knife. No. If let's say we go under 19,300 and sweep these lows, which also turns out to be the big C wave, then, you know, because this can't be 1, 2. No, this clearly looks to me like A, B, and C. If that is the case, then what you need to understand is, let's say you got like a C wave here and sweep the lows, you're going to get impulsive move. And after this impulsive move, you're going to get, you know, A, B, C for the wave 2. That's where on the confirmation we long and ride this whole pump. Long here with the stops here. So basically, the crux, if you really want to go for the future positions and long, I would say this is how you should play actually. So basically, you know, if let's say we dump here, we go and sweep the lows. Okay, you already got the spot bags. Your spot bags are filled. Wait for it to probably, you know, have an impulsive move. Retest. On retest, long here, go here. That's how you going to get an optimal trade entry zone. Though you will miss this pump, but you won't miss this whole pump because of this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then probably pump like this. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how two scenarios I have for Bitcoin. Most likely, in my view, the CME is most likely to play out. 19,300 is what I am eyeing. This is most likely looking to top to me, and or very near to top. Maybe one more push to 22,800. I'm not sure, but it's very top. In the morning, I updated that, you know, I'm expecting one more push on the Bitcoin towards 22,700. It just went literally very near to 20,700, 20,658, but still doesn't look like breaking to me. So we may see one more push up probably towards 22,700 or so, and from there down. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have for market. One more alt you would like to see here is Luna, a very nice Burj Arab formation, and probably can be a very nice short, forming a bear flag structure over here. As you can see, a very nice structure, and probably I think 4.5 would have been a nice short. Probably I think from there at least 10% move, and breakdown would be it's just going to literally retrace the whole move and pump dump like another 57%. So that's like a clean Burj Al Arab kind of a pattern, as you can see here. The white top like an antenna, and curve, you know, a very similar kind of a pattern. So this is how the Luna chart looks like. Also, let's watch Cardano. Cardano, I think I've discussed last time as well. What do I want? I'm looking Cardano like a descending triangle formation. I was expecting to probably retest this levels of 40 cents, but this looks to me like a descending triangle. So I'm still will be eyeing for shorting Cardano because this looks to me like A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm expecting one more push up towards the levels 54 cents to 55. From here, expecting one more push up like this on the Cardano and dump and go like this. That's what I would be expecting, because if you look from the perspective of the fibs, here we already Cardano already on the verge of reaching the golden pocket zone. So as you can see, 618 fibs looks really great. The most optimal trade entry zone will be 54.35. That's your most optimal trade entry zone for shorts. And your stop loss would be 886 fibs, would be somewhere around these levels. Okay, and your take profits, any sweep under this is your take profit. So you can easily go for like a 30% move, not more. But that's where probably you should be eyeing for Cardano. You can also put a stop loss at 786. But I would say that 886 makes more sense for like a stop loss. So let's give you a 5-hour setup. In my opinion, probably this is how I would like to see play out Cardano, guys. As a clean descending triangle, very clean descending triangle. That's like A, B, C, and D breakdown, fake breakdown. Over here, go to the buying zone, come back down, retracement, and pump like this. So that's how you would want to see Cardano, guys. And the target can also be go to the 33.7 as well. So that's also what I am looking for Cardano. Solana I already mentioned. Ethereum Classic already mentioned. USDT dominance already mentioned. So that's what I have. Now, the last thing you would want to see is Bitcoin dominance, guys. Bitcoin dominance has reached my zero point 0.5 fib retracement target. And if this is the case that where I mentioned a few days back, then I'm expecting wave 4 pump when we were literally here at 38.97 on the World Wealth Group. As you guys remember, I mentioned that this is 1, 2, this is 3, this is more look like a 4, and then one more wave down like this for wave 5. So you're gonna see a small distribution over here, and then dump. So I'm expecting a dump actually. So basically the Bitcoin dominance needs to dump from here is what I expect. And once you get this wave 5, you're gonna very big move on the Bitcoin dominance, probably a full-fledged reversal, which taking Bitcoin dominance above the levels of 50%. So that is going to be the Bitcoin outperforming everything, like pumping to 29,000 bucks or so. So guys, that's what I do think that we need to reject here. But however, if we start flipping or if we start going above the levels of 42%, then this move is invalidated. This is the bottom. We pump up like here, we go up like this, we won't stop, come back down, accumulate here, and this is our support, support breakdown, like a resistance, bearish retest. And if we do something like this, then it is going to probably do something like this. you know so I think we are at a very crucial level for the Bitcoin dominance as well. Most likely I'm anticipating it to be breaking down rather than breaking up, because it already looks to me like a 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and extended wave 5. So most likely this should be done here, guys. That's all. No, you want to short BTC, short in the New York session. Probably you can short it here as well with your stops 22,850. 850 should not be tested in my opinion. You can short here. I'm short from 22,527. Just a very tiny amount of like 2 Bitcoin, not more. And scalping, but basically the risk reward is not good for me actually, honestly, if I have to say. Because what I computed was 22,523, this first line with the stops at 22,850. As you can see, I mean, it just went almost like 0.8 hour. Even if I want to make 1.1 hour, it needs to break this trend line, which I think it's going to be tough for right now. So probably I have to close it and probably wait for more price action. Once it breaks down, then probably we'll have a nice short, but I don't have a confidence of shorting it here right now, to be honest. I would like to see one more probably sweep and then dump would be nice. But if you do break down like the like here, Like we do sweep it, bearish retest, I'm going to short it, then probably like this. That's where I would like to short it. So you break down, sweep the lows, liquidity, confirm that top is in, and market structure break, bearish retest 22,367, short it with the confidence, stop loss above these levels, and then dump. That's where you're going to have a nice short, honestly. So just patiently wait for it right now, because putting stop loss anywhere can be a very risky at the moment. I'm very clean. I would say not clean, but having a very nice eyesight on the Ethereum. I think 1694 probably is going to be the best levels for a relong on Ethereum. This moves has 5 waves up, A, B, C. So 1694 to 1690 is the levels where I'll be eyeing for longs on the Ethereum one more time. Probably you can also go for a long with a tight stop loss. You can long 1687 is where you should long. 1687. 1687 is where the 786 fib is. 1687. Okay, that's where probably I would be eyeing, like here for the wave B. So how it should play out? Small push down like this. Hold this. Your stop should be 1678, and your take profit should be the golden pocket zone 1750, and then dump. We short there. So this is how I see Ethereum, guys, and I'm definitely gonna give scalps on Walsh Wealth. So stay tuned. And if you would like to support my work, do trade on Bybit using the link mentioned in the description, or you can go in my Twitter page and create an account. Deposit bonuses are amazing, and trade on Bybit definitely. So, you have any queries? You have any questions? Do ask me on the Twitter, or in the Walsh Wealth group, guys. I am available here. Okay. Thanks a lot for your support. Have a nice day. Bye bye.